Hey everybody, I'm taking a few minutes because I wanted to jump on here and show you a really fast and easy way to make some brownies, okay? Faster than you've ever made before, okay? The power tools that we're gonna use are obviously our brownie pan, okay? And then of course, one of my new favorite products, the batter mixer and dispenser, okay? And it does exactly what I tell you. It mixes it and dispenses it all in one thing, okay? So about the brownie pan, I am not an edges person when it comes to brownies, but people in my family are. And people out there, my customers, they are as well. So they love the fact that they can have all these edges on their brownies. But I just want to tell you that it is not just for brownies. You can make so much in here, from cornbread to mini lasagnas to sliders. It is so versatile. And if you are interested and you PM me your email, I will email you a PDF document with tons of recipes that are just for the brownie pan, okay? Something else you can do for the brownie pan, you know, you can do cupcakes in here, obviously, and it's okay to go ahead and put the little cupcake liners in here for whatever you're making, whether it be brownies, cupcakes, cornbread, you name it, okay? But I'm not gonna do that. So I did go ahead and oil down and spray my brownie pan before I put my mix in there. Okay, so that is completed and that is finished. Now we're gonna go ahead and mix up our brownie mix, like I said, using our awesome batter mixer and dispenser, okay? This little piece just came off, so now it's all open and stuff, and I'll show you why that is in just a minute. One of the main things you have to remember, and the first time I used this, I did it wrong. When you're putting your ingredients in here, you always want to put your liquid ingredients in first. Don't just dump your brownie mix in here or cake mix in here, because that's not going to all get mixed up. So it is key that you put your liquid ingredients in here first. So I'm going to go ahead and add my water. And I am just doing exactly what was on the back of the brownie mix box, okay, for ingredients. So that's all you would do. And I'm using my Easy Read measuring cups here. They're great for me to just stand up and look right down into and measure things. I don't have to do something like this, or don't do squats. Not that I'm saying you can't do your squats, but hey, you know, makes life a little bit easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 eggs. And a little baking tip for you, if you didn't know this, you want to lay your eggs out anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes before you mix it for whatever you are baking. And the reason that is that it helps give more lift to whatever you're baking, your cakes or your brownies, etc. So just a little tip for you guys if you did not know that. Okay, so next I want to go ahead and add my brownie mix. And I've already cut open the bag for that. And this will hold an entire box of cake mix or brownie mix, okay? It really does, and you'll see in a minute. I am a little cautious and slow pouring for the mix, because it'll take it all, but it, you know, it does go to the rim, so, or the top of it. Okay, so there's my whole brownie mix. Okay, so definitely you want to have this piece off for right now, off of the bottom. And then you just want to go ahead and push that on there and screw it, okay? Then we're gonna go ahead and pump. And you can see why, it's probably pretty obvious why you definitely wanted to put your liquid in there first, your liquid ingredients, your eggs, your oil, and your water. So look how cool that is, that it mixes it all up at once. And if you need a good workout on the other arm, just switch arms. Obviously, I'm not left-handed, so I'm a little slower over here. All right, so our brownie mix feels nice and thick, ready to go. Okay, so to go ahead and take this off, you're gonna pull it to the top and unscrew it. And then a good technique that I do is you wanna hold your finger right here at the top like so. And then when you take out the wheel, I kind of scratch it across the top of the mix there, and then I stick my flat piece on there, okay? Then when you put it in, you want to come in at an angle and then put it down and screw the top on. Okay, so now we're ready to dispense. So I'm going to take this little cover piece off right here, and you'll see that that's what it looks like, okay? And it also has a setting. So you have a small, medium, and large dot here. I think for the brownie pan, I'm going to want 1 squirt of the large dot, but let me just test that. So we're going to get our brownie mix over here. Okay, so I did 1 squirt. Look how nice and cool that was, how that popped out like that. So see, you just go along like that. Can't beat that, can you? I mean, look how fast this is. Mix it, dispense it, and we got some kicking brownies here. Now, hopefully I didn't like set myself up on the large dot to fill them all. I might be 1 short. Hopefully not, yeah. So instead of getting 12 brownies, I'm gonna get 10 and a half. Yeah, really thick brownies, but that's okay. I'm, like I said, I'm a middle person, so, you know, that kind of is right up my alley. Okay, so possibly do a middle dot for your brownies, okay, for the brownie pan. Okay, so I want to tell you too, though, before, but you might have this next product, but before we had the batter mixer dispenser, what I would do is I would mix up my brownie mix in my bowl, no big deal, but I would use my large scoop, because the large scoop is the perfect size for the brownie wells, and it's also the perfect size if you're doing cupcakes. So you don't have to kind of second guess how many tablespoons you're putting in there. You just do 1 swoop of the large scoop and then release it, and it's the even measurements, okay? So that's another way to do measurements for your brownie wells if you're using and mixing everything in a regular bowl, okay? So I did want to point that out. So I do like to, and you can do this as well, I like to add a little bit of toppings before I bake my brownies. And I'm just going to add some chocolate chips. You could do pretzels, you could do coconut, you could do, I about said onions, I don't know why. Peanuts, I mean, whatever you guys like in your family. And you can mix it up a little bit and do half and half or whatever on each one. So I know my crew around here, they do really like the chocolate chips on here. The more chocolate, the better. Okay, so that looks like my ready to go into the oven, and of course you're going to bake it according to what was on your box recipe for your brownies, okay? I'm not going to make you wait on here while this is baking, but later on I will post a picture of the results of what it looks like after I've taken it out of the oven. So let me know what you think of the brownie pan and the batter mixer and dispenser, and if you would just love to have this in your kitchen. So all right, you guys, thanks a bunch. Be blessed.